but I have a pretty good idea of who it is. I'm kinda sad, but I think it's Mikan.
You're the only one! Mikan, you're the killer, aren't you?
I was right.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her is the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question!
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
Shouldn't you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, right? Then if you insist, I will use the on-call room upstairs. You must be mentally exhausted, so it's better if you relax in the lobby instead.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second! What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible! There's no way I can kill someone!
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
We're forgetting an
What do you
important
say,
part of the
Hajime?
puzzle here,
You
guys.
still believe this woman is the killer?
Stop saying woman like that. It's creepy.
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Everyone's ganging up on me. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like that? Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No. In fact, it'd be so much easier if I was wrong. I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute?
Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
Just get on with it.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game.
Meta joke.
Please don't say such controversial statements. Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang, that's a huge deal.
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from, this rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
Kind of the point of it.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Nagito's words contain a decisive clue? Is that really true? I confused.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
That must be...
That's why.
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. I see. So, Ibuki died by hanging herself.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You are right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
But you're the ultimate nurse.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgive
Okay.
us or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Dun dun dun!
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say? Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
Crazy Mikan!
Hey, Mikan!
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Why won't you forgive me? If you felt you'd forgive yourself right away. What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy? Well, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some? I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Chiaki.
Hey, Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched? Like I said, it obviously wasn't me. Can you prove it? Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? That's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy! everything wrong? Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already!
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer. The video. I never filmed that video! It seems she finally started arguing for us. But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Could it be? Was this Chiaki's goal all along? She's saying everyone's fate depends on me, the only person who saw that video.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this. Alright.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you.
I just want to check what Mikan's account actually was again. Right up until the Monokuma announcement, it's Hajime at the hospital, check on everyone, realized he disappeared. Okay, that might not be it. We'll see.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already! Hajime, pay close attention and listen well.
I might have to listen to that one more
You're the only one
time.
who can point out the killer's mistake.
I think she said something she couldn't have known if she hadn't seen the video. So I need to look for an absorption option.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
I don't think I mentioned the
Or could
hospital
it be
gown.
the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
That's not gonna work.
Damn it!
Ah. This is a tough one.
I'm not the killer!
I don't think it's any of these.
We can't think of
I
anybody
really think
else
it's
other than
something
you
that they're saying
who
here.
could have filmed that.
Is the hemp bag on her head? Is the hospital gown she was wearing? Or could it be the hospital slippers?
Ibuki and Mikan
Is that really your... You could tell her body just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already! Hajime, hey, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Yeah, so she pops in there to say killer's mistakes. So I have to figure out what it was. I think it's actually the hospital. I don't think I mentioned the hospital
Is
gown
the
at all.
hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital...
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really... You could tell her body just from that...
It's either that or the camera angle. It actually might be the camera angle.
Hajime, pay close attention. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I screwed that up. Alright. I'm gonna try the camera angle because I really don't think I
Can't think
mentioned
of
the camera
anybody who
angle.
could have filmed that.
It's either the hospital gown or the
Is the
camera
hemp
angle.
bag on... Is the hospital gown... Or could it be the hospital...
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really... You could
Blah,
tell
blah,
her
blah,
body
blah,
just from that camera angle? Just from that... There's no way you'd be... So please for... Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
No, okay, it's the hospital gown. Ah, this is such a difficult one.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the hemp bag on her head? Is the hospital...
Oh, now I'm thinking maybe it's the hemp bag because we know there's 2 hemp bags.
Or could it be the hospital...
And they made a point out of that.
Is that really...
I'll try that one next.
Just from that... There's no way you'd be... So please for... Hajime, hey,
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Alright, it must be the hemp bag then.
Damn it!
We can't
I'd be
think of
so
anybody
embarrassed
who
if I
could've
die
filmed that.
here.
Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown, or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mika.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that just from that dip. There's no way you'd be able to. So please, Hajime, hey, you're the only
You're
one who
watching
can
this and
point
thinking,
out
you're
the
an
killer's
idiot.
mistake.
You're probably right. Okay.
Damn it!
What's the evidence Mikan is the one that filmed the video?
We can't think of anybody else other than who could have.
Alright, what did she
filmed that.
mention?
Do you have any? Is the
Hemp bag
handbag
on her head,
the
no.
proof? Is the hospital
Hospital
gown
gown,
she was
no.
wearing, or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
I'm gonna absorb it just in case, but I don't think that's it.
Ibuki and
I tried to
Mikan
absorb it at
clearly
least.
have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video?
I don't
Just from
know.
that camera, just from that tip. There's no way you'd be so please forgive me! Hajime, hey, close it.
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Alright, I'm gonna die here. I don't know what to do.
Damn it!
There's only so many things that she says.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the handbag on? Is the hospital gown she was wearing? Or could it be the hospital slippers she
It's
had?
the only other thing left.
Ibuki
I had
and
process
Mika.
of elimination to my way through
Tell her
doing this.
body just.
Oh, and then time's up. Alright, well, I died, and so I'm going to have to restart that section.
This is my...
Yes, I would like to retry.
We will never give up!
So confusing. This one's really difficult. Maybe I just missed a clue or something, but I don't really understand what I'm supposed to be guessing here. That makes it Mikan, specifically.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the handbag on? Is the hospital gown she was? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Why isn't it absorbing? There we go.
Ibuki and Mika.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that dip. There's no way you'd be so please Hajime, hey,
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Okay. So it's none of the things that she says.
I'm not the killer!
Am I supposed to
We can't think of
absorb
anybody
Killer's
else who could've
mistake
filmed
and
it.
fire it at something?
Is the handbag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be
I have a
the hospital-
horrible
Ibuki
feeling
and
that's what
Mika.
I'm supposed to be
Is that
doing.
really? You could tell her body just from that dip. There's no way you'd be so please Hajime, pay close attention. You're the only one
I think
who
it's
can
this,
point out
because
the killer's
technically,
mistake.
Killer's mistake is not the sentence I'm trying to contradict. Oh, I'm such an idiot.
We can't think of anybody.
And I
who
know
could've
what
filmed
it's
that.
supposed to be. It's gotta be the
Is the
camera
handbag
angle.
on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital slip?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You could tell her body type just from that video, just from that camera angle.
There we go. Oh, I'm such a fool. I was right on the, like, what it was that was the problem, but I
You've committed
had
a
it
major
backwards.
mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle. So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me!
Did she start skipping or something?
I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Impossible?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that?
Everyone!
More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater?
Yes. Been waiting for that clue to become relevant since the very beginning.
You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think? That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the third panic talk action. This is probably going to be my last job during a class trial. Please humor me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this PTA, the reload and ammo features will be added. You will no longer be able to make do with just the B button. Below the tempo marker in the lower portion of the screen, the number of bullets are displayed. From this point on, you'll need one bullet to destroy one remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy the remarks no matter how much you mash the B button. You will be able to refresh your bullets by pressing the X button to reload. Just like locking on, press the X button in time with the tempo marker. The controls are the same as the B button. Match the tempo marker by pressing the X button. The number of bullets refreshed is based on how well you kept the tempo. If you get timing wrong, you press the X button. Bullets will not be refreshed, so please be careful. You can't use ammo, blah 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 blah. I guess this was a pretty useless explanation, even though it was the last one. That should be all the explanations for the class trials. The rest is up for you to overcome. You should be able to find it beyond this point. What you and I both yearn for. True despair. Well then, good luck and have fun. Why is the narrator telling me that he wants despair?
Forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. I gotta do something and end this. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it. Oh wow, what the crap is up with her shields?
Please, draw on me!
Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button.
Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want.
Am I hitting the wrong button?
Forgive me already? I'll do anything you want.
This panic talk action stuff really confuses me.
Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me?
Stop saying that!
Please, draw on me!
Draw on you? What?
Please, draw on me!
What does that mean?
Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me!
Why are you saying that?
Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want.
Okay, hang on.
Can you forgive me?
What is the attack? Lock on and attack. Select final strike. Reload final strike. Okay, I'm
I'll do
confused.
anything you want.
I don't understand why she's saying draw on me. Like, does that have something to do with it?
You still haven't forgiven me?
I'm so bad at this game.
Please, draw on me! Why only me? There's only one bag. It's
Theater bonus prize.
This is the end. Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. This is a terrible time for my controller to glitch out.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in 2 separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
Because you murdered 2 people!
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Nikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Closing argument begin. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Video, Hyoko taped to the pillar. So I saw the video of the broadcasted image in the beginning. Ran over there. Body was hidden before. Kill after small clue. Put it back to normal after destroying it. Okay. Oh, after the broadcast, threw off the tote bag. She's not putting it on, she's taking it off. Okay. Alright, so those 2 happened. The body was hidden before, and then they ripped the tape off. This one only has 2. Small clue that the killer left. A little piece of wallpaper. They put it back to normal after destroying it. I guess that would be the camera unit. How was the locked room created? With glue.
Here's everything that
And there we go.
happened in this case. The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby.
Somehow, a computer terminal was making a sound that was flick flick.
The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time.
Or if those are not L and I, but in fact one letter. That would be an even weirder sound for it to be making.
When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for 2-way communication with the hospital and the music video. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it.
Did Fuyuhiko kick the door open with his hands in his pockets?
And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Whoa, creepy face. Okay.
Whoa, now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
You're reminding me of someone else, and I don't like it.
Mikan, you... What has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
I think we actually have to vote first, don't we? You can see my score just dropping as we started getting into the end of that. Let's go.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
And the winner is... obviously Mikan, whose hair is not brown. In any way is her hair brown.